Keto has opened the gates. The gates are open.
You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Row Radio.
Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 Hatch Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big dog off the leash when I'm stepping in. Nigga been on for clutching every end. Easy with this shit, yeah, that definitely. Mobbing like the motherfucking president. Bitch, I've been the G in this evidence. Rap niggas be sweeter than a peppermint. I got a plug on the Laos and the Mexicans. Better live your life if you cherish it. Cause I'ma ride from the woods.
What's up, y'all? We on live.
Like his place, whole block get shook. Nigga throw a lot of slugs, typing hard on the book. 1D with a stick.
What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Your whole body cooked. I had chest in the mess, won't nobody look. Jail right up, or could I hit his ass with a hook? The type of nigga get front and get his whole pack too. And I leave him with a shit bag if it test mine. Nigga try G's for a nigga test mine. Flip a rapping ass nigga like a bow tie street nigga. I ain't never need a cosign, dope shit. You can feel it like a coke line, bitch, I'm back. Like Jordan with the 4-5, bitch, nigga. You trying to play on both sides. Till a nigga in the casket, head on both sides, like, hey. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 Hatch Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Big blaze, you know how I'm stepping. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. East Bear, my ex. 3300 Hatch Block. But you know the world, my section. Nigga play on the stretcher. Nigga talk a whole lot of smoke. But these niggas don't want pressure. Nigga do a lot of flexing. But these niggas pussy for the record. Bitch, this is Eastwood, Texas. Eastwood, Texas.
Light some, vape some, sip something, test it, 1, 2. Is this thing on? Pull up, my peoples. I see y'all pulling up way after dark. We are one night away before game night. The last week of the season is loading. Games are done. My peoples, pull up though. We gotta have a serious conversation. We're gonna have some fun tonight, but we're gonna get semi-serious tonight. That's all I'm gonna let y'all know. So just pull up, bruh. Get ready to relax. If you're brushing, continue to brush. We passed the milestone. We got to do what we got to do. Pull up. I see my boy Slick Rick in the building. What's good? Max Higgs, I see you. What's good? Kick, my people's over there. Kick. If y'all do anything weird, I will boot the shit out y'all. I ain't playing with y'all today over there. Y'all knock it off. Mr. El Presidente is here. Killer Cam in the building. CEO of Soap Junkies, sponsor of this month's giveaway. What's good, CEO? Freddie in this thing. What's the word, Freddie? What's the word? We just vibing. We vibing tonight. It's a Saturday night. College football was going down. We was watching college football. We was doing a lot, but there's been a lot of bullshit going on in these wavy streets. We're here to talk about that tonight. Pull up. Be prepared to have your voice heard. And congrats to my boy Reggie Taylor. Congrats. Shout out to the YNs. I seen the new pickup on the squad. That WTBD look good on you, my guy. Let's go. Ladies and gents, Facebook, YouTube, boys and girls all across the wavy globe, welcome to another episode of ES After Dark, where we always talk everything wave related in the past week. I'm your host, Kato540, and folks, this week is different. I don't know if y'all realize what's been going on, but this week has been very different. Cold was good. I made it to the after party a little bit late on that Money in the Bank, but I saw you and CC cooking. Shout out to Nick Cole. Shout out to CC. Hope she get better. And you see, I just want to throw something out there for the other leaders in the community. Just to let y'all know, we play hurt. It don't matter what we got going on. If we feeling sick, if we got a headache, if we feeling a little bit under the weather, we still going to show up for our community. Just to let y'all know, that's what good leaders do. We play hurt. I mean, I've done that many times this week, 16-week season. We done got locked in, but I still got to show up for my community. So shout out to CC, shout out to BC for playing hurt and still getting out there and winning the game. This is what we talking about. Shout out to Nico, shout out to CC. We love y'all. Y'all already know what to do. Cold World, Wavy Kinley, what's good? I see you. And just to let y'all know, guys, look, we're going to be talking wavy shit. We're going to be talking about the NBL. I got some all-star talk for y'all. I got some all-star message. I got the all-star roster set. I'm gonna let y'all know how that's gonna go down. Y'all gonna be able to rock the vote and get everything done on deck. We gonna talk about that. But we definitely got to talk about some shit I've been seeing on the page. I said, look, I can go on Facebook and talk about this, but I'm gonna feel better talking live amongst my people about this. I'm gonna feel better sitting in the virtual barbershop kind of scenario, the barbershop environment. And I'ma just share. I think the football game is on. I don't know. The football game might be on. They might be locked into the football game. All the discourse on the Facebook and the Twitter and the TikTok, that might be having them locked up. They also might be hiding from them white folks too. We're gonna throw that out there. They might be hiding. They might be hiding, because we definitely gonna be talking about that tonight. We're gonna talk about the wild atrocities that's been going on off and on the pages. We got to talk about that, because technically I wouldn't really be doing my job as a leader in this community, the majority black community of the black delegates, and not find out how my peoples is feeling about this whole situation. This is why we're here. This is exactly why we're here tonight. And again, we're gonna talk wavy activity, but I do wanna open up the floor to people in the community to state how they feel about the last 3 days or the last few days and the current events that's been going on a timeline nonetheless. I know I've been seeing some wild shit on my timeline. I've been seeing some crazy shit on my timeline, and I would love to talk about it. I mean, it's all good. We in a different time right now. The climate is a little bit different. I know you've seen what happened in the last few days. The climate has been a little bit different. So I decided that I'd rather take this time. We can also have some fun, but we can also talk about some serious shit at the same time. And again, I want the waivers in this community to have a voice heard. Now, again, we already know we got our people in here. We got our people in here. We're not here for everybody else outside looking in. If you're black, pull up. If you're white, we might have a little section over here for y'all. We might allow y'all to listen, but check this out. We segregating this area right now. We're not gonna be doing that tonight. We're gonna be segregating the area because I literally honestly want to hear what my people got to say about the situation, and my people only, and that's it. That's what we're gonna really sum this thing up to, because I got questions. I know y'all might have questions, but I did my due diligence. I did some research. I got some context, everything that's been going on. For the people that's been out the loop, I got you. This is what we here for. I got you. I'm gonna give you some extra context that you need for the situation. And we're gonna talk amongst ourselves. We're gonna talk amongst the virtual barbershop in our community. And then we're gonna get back to wavy activity. Because of course, game night is tomorrow, week 16. We still got 3 games left. We're gonna get those 3 games done. We're gonna talk about the Money in the Bank tournament. That went down today. We're going to talk about Gauntlet. Everything is due for Gauntlet tomorrow. We got to get that wavy activity out the way before we lose track. The Gauntlet, you got to have your stuff in for the Gauntlet by tomorrow. If you're going to perform for the Gauntlet, make sure you got your stuff in to CC, Nick Cole, Gauntlet's locked in tomorrow. So that's going to be game night. Gauntlet, make sure you are locked the fuck in. All right, now, chat. For the ones that's here, for the ones that's locked in, and I know a few people are going to probably roll in here late, but let's just take the time to talk to the ones that we got in here. Now, I need to ask y'all one question. First and foremost, first question on deck, right? First question on deck. Now, I wish a certain person was here so they could help us answer this question, but we just talking about the timeline that I've been seeing, things that's going on. Now, I need to know who's responsible for this picture I'm about to show you. One word, one comment, one question. I need to know, chat. Who the hell's responsible for this right here, chat? Who in the hell is responsible for this, chat? I need answers right now. Who in the hell put my admin on this model right here and threw this up on the book? I need a name right here, right now. I don't know who's responsible for this, but I need answers on who's responsible for this. For the ones that don't understand, for the ones that don't recognize who this is my goddamn admin. This is my Cito Corleone. Who the hell is responsible for this? I'm scrolling up and down my timeline, and I need answers. This is first and foremost. I'm running into stuff like this on my timeline. When I thought I was going to see other things, I'm seeing this on my timeline. Now, Cito, you already know how this shit works, Cito. It's bad enough everybody was already looking for the OF link. Everybody was looking for everything that's going on. You just made matters a little bit worse with what's going on with what was on the timeline. It just made matters a little bit worse. Cito, stop playing with us. Stop playing in these wavy streets, giving these degenerates weird ideas. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Stop giving these weird niggas ideas. We don't need none of them weird ideas to be going around. All right, make sure you got that shit set out. Thank you, and have a nice day. And we talking about birthdays. Birthdays are locked in. I gotta double check everybody that had birthdays. My boy Jonathan McAllister had a birthday. Russell Nils. Junior Abdul had a birthday. Tyres Giddens, I think Nika had a birthday that just passed. Koso Wavy got an upcoming birthday. Eli Williams got an upcoming birthday. Chris Hightower, for the ones that don't know, that's that monsoon, got a birthday coming up. James Jackson got a birthday coming up. Nathaniel Melton. Khalil got a birthday. Our young gunner Khalil got a birthday. Shout out to everybody that got a birthday coming up. And if you had a birthday recently and were missed out, let us know. We gonna send love. Happy birthday to all the waivers that's locked in. You made it to a new one. You made it to another one. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are already locked in. Happy motherfucking birthday. All right, for the ones I already know locked in, the Waivers Warzone is still loading. Yak is locked in. Yak got everything that he got rolling. As you can see, Driplomat Yak, Waiver Warzone, 30 plus waivers free fall, cash prizes, kill shot battles only, ladies and gents. This is a kill shot battles only tournament. You got to survive the gulag. What does that mean? You survive the gulag, you battle in the bracket. If you battle in the bracket, you're going to battle. If you lose, you go straight to the gulag. For the ones that don't survive in the gulag, you're going home. If you survive in a gulag, you're going to the next level. And you're going to make it to the bracket. And you get a chance to wave and fight for another day. You get a chance to lock in. So again, hit up Yak, Driplomat Yak, Waivers Warzone. He got all the intel. And again, I'm telling you, this tournament is loading. We got a bunch of tournaments loading up. This tournament is loading up. And not to mention, tonight, rounds 1 and 2 is in the book. The Money in the Bank tournament is locked in. Shout out to Nicole CC. The live is up on BC. Go lock in. There's waivers that made it through the first, through the second round. Shout out to the waivers that made it out. They locked in. It was a tag team event. So you see 2 waivers battle against 2 other waivers. They made it through the first round. They made it through the second round. The third round is locked in and set. That's going down. Stay tuned for details tomorrow on BC. Lock into BC. Nicole, CC, they will be going live, giving y'all details on the round 3. Now, chat, real quick. Before we get into any serious conversation, again, we're bringing context to this thing. And I need to know from the chat specifically. Now, I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never heard of the name Charlie Kirk prior to a few days ago. 2 in the chat if you heard of him. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never heard of the name Charlie Kirk prior to 3 days ago. I'm just asking the question. I need to find out. I'm just trying to see something. 1 in the chat if you never heard of the guy. 2 in the chat if you heard of him. Now let's just have that conversation. We're gonna start the conversation out like that, because I'm gonna be honest, full transparency, guys. I understand there's certain polarizing figures that's in the community that talk politics and all of that. I've never heard of the guy. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I never heard of him. Never even heard him in passing. Now, there's a few names that I know that's connected to that space that I've heard of, but I got to be honest, I never heard of that name in the space until a few days ago. We got 1, we got 2. Okay, Lamento heard of him. Wavy Kinley, never heard. Killer Cam, never heard. Humble, he's heard. So again, so we got the context even in the chat. There's some people that know, there's some people that don't know. Just to be 100% clear on that. So when I went on my timeline, chat, I see people, you know, they, preferably black people, they giving their intel about it. They giving how they feel about it. They talking about it. And I see a few of our people just getting on each other. This is the part that I didn't sit well with me. How I seen Yak's posts, I seen people jumping on Yak posts, they getting on him. Again, our people in the community chat, waivers in the community chat, was getting on my guy Yak. I didn't like that. That's what makes this weird as hell, is why he being pushed out onto, exactly. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because when we're going to talk about the accountability on that, because that happens on a few landscapes. This is one platform that we on that might be a little bit responsible for that. The other platform, that Blue app, we're going to talk about that Blue app being a little bit accountable for that as well. You know, it's a certain thing that they like. They like rage, right? And they like pissing people off. That's all these platforms. They love that. They drive on that. They thrive on that. So I needed to get that context out there. Mr. Fun Zone is locked in. What up, Fun Zone? We just talking about things that transpired in the last days, and it's been crazy on my timeline. I'm sure y'all been seeing a lot of activity on y'all timeline. So I looked to get context on this, and who else would I go to, right? Who else could I go to but ChatGPT? When I'm in the bind, I go to ChatGPT to get some information to find out what the hell is going on. So I asked, I said, hey, ChatGPT, what's going on with this situation? Who is this person? Who is this guy? Why are people so caught up on the post, even including black content creators and everything in between? And being that I'm literally more closer to black content creators, that's what I see on my timeline. So I needed to go in and do my own personal research and find out what's really good with the situation. So I asked ChatGPT, give me a list of the most disrespectful things Charlie Kirk has said and done. I need to see something. I need information right then and there. And it was simple because I didn't want to get too much into it. I just needed something credible, and we gonna lock in. Here's a breakdown of some of the cited, widely controversial, disrespectful things Charlie Kirk has said or done as reported by media outlets. Disrespectful is subjective, just to be clear on that. Disrespectful is subjective. But I focus on statements, actions that many people found insulting, divisive, offensive, or that led to substantial backlash. I'm ready for next week because these past days has been wild. They have been wild. Controversial, disrespectful statements made by Charlie Kirk. Racialized statements about black people. That was the first thing I saw. All right, tell me more. Racialized statements about black people. He said prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people in urban America. That's one statement. You see the post. We got the sources cited. Look it up if you don't believe me. He also rejected the concept of white privilege, calling it a racist idea. I'm like, all right, ChatGPT, tell me more. The Great Replacement theory rhetoric. He posted the Great Replacement is not a theory, it's a reality. For the ones that don't know what the Great Replacement is, look it up, do your research. It's kind of telling. Comments about Jewish Americans, allegations of controlling institutions. He even came at the Jewish people, y'all, no cap. Claimed that Jewish people controlled not just the colleges, it's the nonprofits, it's the movies, it's Hollywood, it's all of it. That's what he said. He came at them, said Jewish donors have been the #1 funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi-Marxist policies. Don't know what that is? Look it up. And that the Jews have been some of the largest funders of cultural Marxist ideas. Don't know what any of these terms, by all means, look it up, you can get into it. I'm like, all right, ChatGPT, tell me more. Criticism of MLK. Sacred cow remark. He said that when Malcolm Kenyatta accused him of undermining King in the Voting Rights Act, Kirk called that claim a lie and fear-mongering. He also added that telling the truth about Martin Luther King Jr. shouldn't be off limits just because King is seen as a sacred ground. Kirk described King as just a man, a very flawed one at that, and the mythological anti-racist creation of the 1960s. I'm like, wow. I already got halfway through the list. I'm like, wow, he out here big capping. Tell me more, ChatGPT. Remarks linking DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion to negative effects, anti-white framing. He blamed DEI programs for national aviation issues. He described DEI programs as being anti-white. Okay, you still getting on black folks. All right, tell me more. Immigration, border rhetoric. He said migrants are invading the country and supported harsh enforcement, including tear gas, rubber bullets, and whips. He has promoted the idea that Democrats want to use demographics to make America less white. So not only is he coming at black folks, not only is he coming at Jewish folks, he's coming at Latinos, Asian, everything else in between. Tell me more. Comments about women, gender, sexual orientations. So not only that, he's coming after the LGBTQ and all of that. He's coming after them. He criticized birth control, saying it makes women angry and bitter, which he claimed aligns with Democratic-leaning behavior. Again, kind of a crazy take, boys, but that's him. Bench Transgender Affirming Care said there are only two genders, called gender fluidity and transgenderism, lies that hurt people. So here again, he's not only coming at black people, white people, Asian, Latinos, he's coming at the LGBTQ, he's coming at transgender people. And you know, you could might as well just throw everybody else in between that's not fitting that. Abortion comments compared to the Holocaust, which is crazy. It's crazy. And look, I'm at YouTube, I'm just reading commentary right now. I'm just giving y'all a little context about who we talking about. Claims about black on white crime. On September 9th, 2025, speaking about a violent event, he alleged that the white individuals are actually more likely to be attacked, especially even per capita, by black individuals in this country. Now, chat, that's all the context that I needed to see, bro. That's all the context I needed to see. K-Dub, what's good? That's all the context that I needed to see when I seen how angry everybody was online. I'm seeing people are pissed off. I'm seeing everybody is caught up and out of array. And yeah, now I'm starting to understand why black people are feeling the way that they were feeling. Now, what I didn't like, now technically, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, chat. What I didn't like was people in our community, the Wave community specifically. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm not gonna blow no names up in our Wave community. I just seen them on my timeline. and some of y'all was out here cooning big time. That's all I'm gonna say. Some of y'all motherfuckers was out here cooning big time, bro. Shocker. I was shocked to see the ones that I seen some hood niggas cooning. Now, I understand if I see some middle class, some upper class in our community doing that, but I'm seeing niggas straight from the hood cooning. I was shocked. I'm like, my nigga, bro. My nigga, you from the hood, bro. Like, you should know better, my nigga. You shouldn't even be on the bullshit you want. Leave these motherfuckers alone. Get up off their timeline with that. I've seen big coon activity on the page. I've seen big time coon activity. I just couldn't believe my eyes. And again, we just talking about our community. I'm talking about people that I've seen in my community, the Wave community. I know a lot of these people in the Wave community. I seen they coon activate. I seen they raccoon turn on. I couldn't believe it. My eyes were shocked, bro. This is what made me go and look at the activity. So I'm looking at the feedback. I'm looking at the activity. I mean, you cooning for this guy? I mean, you're actually out here going back and forth with black people for this guy. I had to double check again. I did my research. ChatGPT held me down, gave me context of who we was talking about before I go in. And then I seen the coons activate, bro. Going back and forth for this guy? I'm like, bro, look, I'm gonna keep it a sec with y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say again, I never even heard of this dude until what happened a few days ago. But now that I know who dude is, oh nah, y'all, I got to come to my people and let y'all know y'all a little bit wrong for coming at each other like that. Look, black people, check this shit out. Get y'all context up before y'all start coming at y'all own people about people like this and defending all of that crazy wild shit. That's all I'm asking, guys. Let's at least have some context. Some people already have context. Like, I already asked everything. That's the whole thing. That's not the whole quote. You're a joke for even showing that picture. That you can say what you want to say. I got enough context, Javier. Don't know who you is, don't care. Don't know who you is, don't care. I know you a stranger in this community and you comment for the first time. And you can say what you want, bruh. If you ain't black, go sit down. Go sit down over there, buddy. That's all I'm gonna say. Exit stage left, bruh. I don't even know who you is. I'm only talking to the people that know what time it is. So, like, I don't care about the context, half the quote, full of the quote. Dude is a white supremacist, dude. Like, miss me with all of that bullshit. Dude is a white supremacist. I got the context that I needed. Dude is a whole white supremacist. Now I'm talking to my peoples. We got to be careful with how we address each other with this situation. Again, the timeline was on fire. The timeline was in array. And for the ones that missed out, we got more context for y'all. I needed to hear what some of the people in the hood was saying. And their whole take is be very careful what you say. Your words have power. This is what we try to tell everybody that pull up on this internet. Oh, he's somebody from the other community. He's one of the others. He's one of the others. And with a name like Javier, I don't think he's one of the others that we are kin with. I don't think he's one of the others. Somebody quoted Martin. When my son got killed, Charlie Kirk said that the Dadeville mass shooting was typical black behavior. Oh well. Oh well. Javier, bro, look, Javier, bro, look. Nobody know who you is, bro. You just hate mongering right now. You just crying, bro. That's all I'm saying, but I'm glad you here. You're proving my point. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad you here. I'm glad you jumped in for the first time in your life. You're proving my point. You're just proving my point because it's just like they swear they're cooking right now. That's what we still got some more context locked in. We got some more context for y'all because I was having a ball up and down the timeline watching y'all get y'all medicine, watching y'all cry, watching y'all be upset, watching y'all punch the air. I was having big fun with that. I was having a whole lot of fun with that, and I was watching the people lock in, and I just said, all right, I see what black people are saying. I see what my people are saying. I see how they feel about the situation. I need to chime in and see what some of the white folks are saying. So I need to lock in with y'all. I need y'all to lock in real quick. We're gonna understand. I'm gonna play a few little clips. We're gonna understand what the white people are saying, and I needed to find out.
Wait, Erica, did you just say that Charlie Kirk spread love and positivity into this world? Did you just actually get on national television and say that shit? I mean, the delusion is fucking diabolically mind-boggling. You can't... What? If that dude spread love and positivity, then what the fuck did John Lennon, MLK Jr. spread? Malcolm X, what did they spread? My God, I'm living in a place where delusion is running fucking wild. What the hell is wrong with people? Wait, Erica, did you just say that Charlie Kirk...
That's just one take. That's just one take. And again, that's just one take from the white folks itself, bro. They not even feeling that. There's some white people that's not feeling this. And like, the only good thing he said was talking about the Rainbow Trail. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly, Trell. That's what I'm saying, Trell. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. He was literally hate mongering. He was literally hate mongering. I don't agree with none of that. If you're gonna talk about them like that, you're gonna talk about me like that. Yeah, you don't get a pass on none of that other wild shit. It's all transphobic. It's all homophobic. It's all racist. It's a no-go. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. I'm not doing that. I'm not treating them like that. Wouldn't give a damn. That's my, like, I get it. No, I get it. I get that's where you might be coming from. I don't agree with that. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that. I think they should be allowed to live their life just like everybody else, and that's where that draws the line. I don't like the intel or the rhetoric about how other people should be living their life if you're not in their shoes. That's just the bottom line of that. Kato, this is what I mean when I tell you that this shit needs to end next week. It's gonna be, who knows how long this is gonna go down. We absolutely have no idea how long this wild shit is gonna go down, but just understand that I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. It's okay you don't agree and you shouldn't be shot for that. I also agree with that, but check this out. Being that I know that another white person did that, there's a little controversy going in between the whites right now, and that last clip showed one. Some white people don't agree with what's going on. Some white people agree, and there's y'all bumping heads right now. This is me speaking exclusively to the white folks right now. Y'all bumping heads right now. Now, from what I heard, the shooter was way more radical, should I say, than Charlie Kirk. So technically the memo was put out. I think if y'all gonna be all the way racist, if y'all gonna be all the way transphobic, homophobic, I think y'all need to step all the way into that. This is the memo that I saw with my own eye. That's what it's looking like. Or you gonna piss some of the other white people off that's stepping all the way into it. This is what it sounds like. Looking off the feedback, looking off the criticism, looking off everything. One clip that I seen, hold up, where that other clip at? Here we go. Where that other clip? This was crazy. Hold up. This was crazy.
We gonna go to war with the Democrats. They done pushed us too far this time. They killed our golden child, and now we getting revenge. Ain't no one on the right ever done nothing violent ever. We gotta get them liberals. Blood, gore, mayhem, 1776, 1776, 1776. Look, what we need to be doing is praying for this young white child. Clearly, he was disturbed and troubled and white and an individual and a lone wolf and white and just needs some help. We gotta pray for him and for Charlie Kirk's family. We just need prayer right now. Prayer and silence. Lots and lots of silence from the left. Who needs to know about who did what and what happened and who's doing this and that? It's all so confusing. There's just been so much focus lately on the violence, and we gotta move past that so we can start healing. That's what we need to do. We need to be healing. Hey, did y'all hear about Trump's plans for the new White House ballroom? It's pretty nice. We gonna go.
It's the flopping for me, chat. It's the flopping for me, bro. It's the flopping for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Speaking honestly, when I see shit like this on my timeline, it's the flopping back and forth for me, bro. I'm seeing the bullshit feedback about kids, about families, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing our same people get gunned down. Nobody gives a damn. Bro, whoever shot him was watching The Walking Dead 24/7 because that next shot was a Walking Dead shot. I mean, it was a 360 no scope. It was clean. It was a 360 no scope. Slide cancel and all. I agree with the woman is a woman and the man is a man. I get it. I understand that. I still understand that some people are still going to grapple with the idea of all of that. I get it. I understand that. But what I need y'all to understand is the wrong hands, right? The wrong hands. People will use that as a tool to attack me, you, and that's it. You see what I'm saying? Nick Fuentes is right about you people, bruh. Don't worry about what Nick, don't worry about what, this is what I'm saying. Nobody knows who you are, Oscar. I'm having a lot of Latinos jump in here. They might be white Latinos, boys, but look, we exercising our freedom of speech, Latina. We operating our freedom of speech. Now, don't worry about it. You don't watch your step, you might catch yourself getting 360 no scope. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep your head on the swivel out here, Oscar. You people say fuck you. That's what I'm saying. They love, they still upset. As you can see, they still triggered. Oscar's triggered. My bad. I didn't mean to trigger you, Oscar. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I knew I was going to trigger some people tonight. Javier got triggered earlier, and we got another Latino in here triggered. Look, I didn't mean to do y'all like that. But to be honest, you know there's a lot that I could be saying. I defend your right to free speech. I don't think so. I hear what you're saying, Oscar. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but the way you jumped in there, the way you came through hot just now. You came through with some hateful shit just now. And look, I respect your hateful speech right there. I respect it. Because that's your take. I gotta respect that, Oscar. Let's keep it a stack. I'm not gonna sit here and say nothing about nothing. You got a right to say what you need to say. You have a right. Exercise your speech and play victim all you want. It's your right. Hey, look, that's what I'm trying to tell Oscar. Enos, he gonna have a different take. You gonna have a different take. As you can see, I got people in my chat that got different takes. And that's all I'm trying to say about that. But a woman is a woman and a man is a man. Ain't no in between. I get that. You see what I'm saying? And these is my people in the community. We are not going to be on the same page. We definitely not going to be on the same page. And that's what I can respect. Everybody's going to have a take. Everybody's going to have a different kind of form of feedback. And I respect that. Everybody not going to see everything eye to eye. The best thing we could do is do our best. That's what the whole thing is about, Kato. It's about people, freedom of speech, and that's the reason he got shot in the throat. That was his voice. I get it. I get it. I get it. This is what people were saying about MLK. This is what people were saying about Malcolm X. This is what people were saying about a lot of the leaders that had an opinion that other people didn't agree with. Same shit, guys. Let's keep it a stack. Same shit. You had an opinion. They didn't agree with it. They was angry over here. And it always leads to some weird kind of violence. That's what I'm against. I'm all the way against that part leading to that. Like that's the part that makes no sense. Now, even if he was out here saying certain things that people didn't like, you know, that's going to get some people that might be a little bit on the unhinged side to take the extra step. That's where I think Tyler went with it. Man, I just want to see some of these you people in person. Y'all confused. I mean, this is the internet. You know what I'm saying? People going to love to jump on the internet and talk like that. You got to understand that. People going to love to run on the internet. They're going to love to jump in chats. They're going to love to just talk crazy. Kato, please tell me that they are not going in. No. We're still going to do the giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway later if I see their name. We're not going to let the name rock. We just talking for a second. We're going to do the giveaway. We got 20 minutes left in the broadcast. We're going to get the giveaway done. We talking about that, and then we up out of here. MLK and MC didn't even have the same opinion and both got shot. This is what I'm saying. It's just the people that didn't agree with where they was at with it, Oscar. The people that didn't agree where they was at with it, they took the extra mile. They took the extra mile and shit got violent. That's all we need to say. And that's been the thing since it don't matter who we talking about. Fred Hampton. It's been a thing. I mean, and then let's keep it a stack, Oscar. Charles Kirk ain't the first Charles Kirk that had to get taken out on his opinion. If that's what y'all want to say, is not the first, won't be the last. This is the problem. This is the problem I got with that. It don't even matter if the opinions are on the same path. It's going to lead to somebody that don't agree with it, that just want to get violent. And then we're going to have what we have. Nah, Kato, we have to kick ass. We got to kick ass free fall. All right. History repeating itself, just different. Exactly. This is what we seeing unfold right now. We seeing history unfold in different ways where we wasn't on the internet before. We on the internet now. Now we get a chance to get this information in real time constantly over and over and over. And this is why my timeline was looking the way my timeline was looking. I know some of y'all timeline was looking crazy. They all like to talk crazy and DM you to death threats for no reason. I hate the internet sometimes. I mean, this is where we at right now. We in those times. We are definitely in those times where people not going to be talking straight up to you. People they're going to go on the internet with it. They're going to go in your DMs with it. They're going to email. I seen a few people lose their JO over this shit, chat. I don't know if y'all seen that on the timeline. I seen a few people lose their whole JO over this shit, bro. Crazy. Now, I don't know if the other people are still in here, but do y'all feel that people deserve to lose their job over exercising their freedom of speech? I don't know. And can't pretend that the culture is not a problem. Same in Latin America. People glorify the worst behavior. That for the ones that know, they know. That's what I'm saying. And the whole situation with people losing their jobs over their opinion, I don't agree with that neither. I ain't gonna lie. I do not agree with that. They just wasting tax-paying citizens' money. That's all I'm saying. And then, like, again, the fact that people exercise their freedom of speech, they end up losing their job for it. People are so upset. They want to try to dox people. That's another one that was crazy to me. I'm seeing people literally purposely trying to dox people just to get their point across. Crazy. Jobs are life. But you didn't answer the question is, do you feel that people should lose their job for exercising their freedom of speech? I think that's fair game, right? I think that's fair game. I honestly think that's fair game. I think people should be able to do what they need to do. Charlie lost his life for it. I'm not saying that everybody's going to do that, though. That's not going to be everybody's situation. So you're almost saying people that get fired should also end up like Charlie. I don't agree with that. Especially if they're exercising. So you're saying they should die for exercising their freedom of speech. It's crazy. I mean, that's a crazy take. So you wish violence. All right. Fair enough. That's your take. You're allowed to have that. That's your take. I may not agree with it, but again, that's your take. That's fair. That's where we're gonna leave it. I don't think they should have to die for that, Enos, though. Come on. You think people on the job should have to literally get sniped for using their freedom of speech on the job? Free speech is free speech. Free speech is free speech. And I mean, I don't think they should lose that. I don't think they should lose that for exercising that. I mean, long as it's not too egregious, right? Long as it's not too egregious. If they, you know, there's a line. Let's keep it real. There's a line there. If they cross the line, then I guess the line is officially crossed. Anybody that don't like it could just turn off the app and watch something else. Exactly. Why does it have to extend to saying, I seen you say something online, I don't think you deserve to work? I just don't understand it. How dare Charlie says men can't be women? There's an interesting take to that. There's some people literally in my community, in this chat, they believe the same thing. They believe the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it with my own eyes. I might not agree with it. You might not agree with it, Toast. But there's some people that actually agree with that. And then, you know, this is, you know, as a people, we just gotta, we working on these things, right? We working on these things. We're trying to figure some things out. We're learning new things all the time. Teachers that celebrate violence should not be teaching kids, period. Now, I can agree with that. That's what I'm saying. It's a line, depending on what you're doing. You're working with kids, all right, you might have to go. But if you're working at Home Depot and you're working somewhere in the mailroom, that's different from working with kids, bro. If you're working somewhere in a print press, if you're working somewhere where you're not working around kids, you're just some regular guy at Home Depot working a print press. And look, you just got to take online. You got to online take. Everybody's online. I think that's a line. I don't think everybody should be hacked. Now, teachers, yeah, you should be hacked. I mean, if you're around kids, that got to go. That got to go. That got to go. How dare Charlie say abortion is murder? Now, I understand what you're saying, Toast. I honestly understand what you're saying. Again, some people are going to agree with that. Some people are not going to agree with that. And your right to voice that is very free. You have a right to voice that. Now, circling back to what other people said in the chat, do you feel that people deserve to be heard over that? No, I don't. I don't. It's a reflection of the business and it disrupts team unity in the workforce. It definitely, I mean, again, if you're working with a team and that's the case, fine. We'll get into these extra parameters, but we know damn well all of these organizations aren't set up like that. Some of these guys are literally working either by themselves, maybe a 2-person team, and everybody might be working the way they're working, but I don't think everybody is really doing that. Now, people need to feel the repercussions for being a POS. We gone too long with participation awards, and now the worst of us feel entitled. I get it. Shags Malone. That is, the name is based. I feel it. I get it. But still, at the end of the day, I feel that y'all all are giving good points right now. All of y'all giving good points. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I like. This is why I'm glad I put this out here. Because I already knew there was going to be some people that jump in, they give their feedback, they give how they feel, and they can actually put that out there without us getting into this whole violent back and forth. Who needs to die for it? Who doesn't need to die for it? All of that. And I get what's going on, because at the end of the day, something tragic still happened. And I'm afraid to say it won't be the last time. Now, check this out. I will say this for the white people that's in here. Now, we know in our heart of hearts that the next time somebody black get gunned down, be it by a policeman or somebody that's of the opposite race, I know there's going to be a lot of people on Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube that's going to be showing their ass. They going to actually want some get back for how black people was acting over this whole fiasco. I already know that's going to happen. Now, y'all don't have to convince me, but I already know what's going to go down. And I'm saying, I'm not going to say it's right, but I just would love to see y'all have that same energy when somebody innocent and black gets gunned down. I would love to see that from y'all. I'm not putting no promises that I'm going to see that from y'all, but I'm hoping to see y'all have that same energy And unfortunately, we might not. That's what I'm saying. We might not. We're going to hear a lot of other things though, and you can count that. You can definitely count that. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Especially the people who are going to make fake accounts. You already know that's going down. That's going to go rampant. You already know. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling. You heard it here first. The moment somebody black gets gunned down either by a white police officer or a white bystander, the internet is going to go crazy. You're going to see a lot of the things that you're seeing this week fold right back on to the person that got shot. You're not going to hear the other part. You're not going to hear, I don't think he didn't deserve it. I think you're going to hear a lot of excuses being made for the shooter, just like we're hearing it again. I got a feeling that's what's going to happen. I just got a feeling. I've seen it happen before. I know we're going to see it happen again. They got to be innocent, though. I get it. They got to be innocent, though. That's the caveat. I get it, Enos. They got to be innocent, though. I get it. But I still feel like even if they are, Enos, I got a feeling that there's going to be a few stray shots that get thrown. No pun intended. I think there's still going to be some high-level disrespect there. If he gets 86 because he was trying to have an honest, open debate, then I'm near with you. But if he's just trying to run from his own mistakes, nah, we're not doing that. Nadia knows, not by the decent ones. I won't be doing that. We're the ones that are bringing up all of the abortions and the black children that are getting shot or stabbed. Y'all need to have the energy. That's all I'm saying. We just got to wait and see. But I know for the ones that's watching and pay attention, y'all know what y'all going to see, right? For the ones that have this discourse online, there's still going to be people that's possibly upset, right? They're going to be pissed off. They're going to want a little bit of get back. They're going to want a little bit. They want to let somebody else feel their aggression. That's what they're going to do, innocent or not. I got a feeling. Now, Enos, I believe Enos. If he says they're innocent, he'll keep that same energy. I can respect that if that happens. But I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of people that just go the other way with it. Murder on a train in Charlotte, a hate crime. That's what I'm saying. And then I've seen that happen around the same time that everybody was talking about. And I saw the discourse online about how people kind of, disrespected her life in a lot of ways that was kind of not an issue, but it was just more important about the issue than what people were letting on. Why they don't got that energy for sundown towns in America? I mean, honestly, they may not know about these places. Let's keep it a stack. They may not even know about these places. They might, but they might not. And there's a lot that we got to work with. There's a lot that we're dealing with, but this is why I'm glad we got a few new faces in here that can talk their side and let people know what's going on. Many of us walked for GF during COVID. Murder is murder. So was it a hate crime or no? I'm not the one to ask that. I'm not gonna get into that, Toast. If I had more information on that, I'm gonna just say what the politicians say. I need more information on that. I need more information on what's been going around. That's not been something that's been on my timeline, under my radar. So you got to talk to somebody, anybody in the chat that might know about that. Maybe they can help you out there. I don't have the intel that I think you might need on that. But I definitely know it was unfortunate. And from what I did see, people weren't really trying to pay that a lot of attention. That was a failure of DEI policy. Woke justice system kept letting him out. He was crazy. That's a point. I got that white girl. We know what you'd be saying if it was reversed. You wouldn't need. No, I need information. Toast. I dead ass need information. Even if they was white. Even the guy that violated Kirk. I'm not enough of his information is out there, and I'm not going to speak on it. I already know the guy that shot him was white. But I'm not here to drag that in the dirt neither. I'm just not going to speak on that. Now, if the shooter was black, oh yeah, it would be different, a definitely different kind of energy. It would definitely be a different kind of energy, especially in this chat right now. So I appreciate y'all being being as calm as y'all can and stating your opinion. But word, Enos got some information on that. It was DI policy. Woke justice system kept letting them go. It was crazy. And yeah, we got to look in on that. You can't stand on a man's neck and say it didn't affect his condition. There you have it. And I'm not sure if he's talking about that issue with the lady on the train and the whole situation with that, but that's what it might seem like. There might have been some issues there that people want to talk about. So if it's mental illness issue on the train, then we can all agree that Daniel Penny is a hero now. That depends on who you ask, right? This is where we're at with this whole situation with Charles Kirk. Some people might consider him a hero. Some might consider him other. I mean, and then let's keep it a stack. No mental illness even required on that, and the opposition still remain. Some people don't think he was a hero. Some people think he was a hero. I get it. And then if you transfer that to another issue, now we can actually have another conversation on mental health and things of that nature. We can talk about that too. We could definitely talk about that too. But I appreciate y'all guys coming through, talking dialogue. I love it. Everyone always plays whatever narrative that fits their bias. Nobody is willing to move from their position in this country. This is the big problem. I see this problem with Black people, Latino people, white people. I honestly see that with everybody. It's kind of crazy. Charlie was a great civil rights advocate. I mean, when it comes down to maybe his civil rights, but he said the MLK civil rights was a mistake. So depending on who you ask, and that was words straight from his mouth. So I really can't say that's all the way even accurate based on his own words. This is why no one wants to help. You become liable. As Shakespeare said about murder, it's most foul, as in the best it is. Get back for shit ain't got shit to do with the black delegation is crazy. Get back for shit that ain't got nothing to do with the black delegate. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But the moment something happens to somebody, they're going to make it exactly that. We're going to get thrown in it. Not to mention, guys, in the last few days, we're going to get on this point and I'm going to go to something else. In the last few days, the HBCUs that received bomb threats, over about a dozen. Now, Enos, keep it a status. It's a little egregious, don't you think? It's a little egregious. Before the shooter name came out, it was over a dozen bomb threats to HBCUs. I think that was a little egregious. He said the Civil Rights Act was a disaster. I mean, again, you can't have it both ways. You're a civil rights advocate for who? Not everybody. And if the one that you're talking about that was civil rights for black people was a disaster, then the narrative shifts again. So you're a civil rights activist for white people only. I got it. I get it. No matter if he's the good or bad guy. I hear that, Jay. He wanted black men to get credit, not because DEI. I hear it. It seems like you're missing the fact that all he did was trying to bring Christianity to the youth. I'm sorry, but what does race have to do with anything? It has to do with a lot. Even though, again, it's like how people say they don't like to do politics. Well, politics is going to do you. Same thing you could say with race. You could not want anything to have to do with it, but it's going to impact one way or another. Somebody is going to bring that into the fold one way or another, and it's going to be something that people have to deal with it. LBJ used your people. There's a lot of people over the time that's done that. That's still currently a thing, Enos. That's still currently a thing. Here we go with the Christian shit. That's what I'm saying. There's people that don't even like to get into the religion aspect. I get it that he was trying to bring Christianity. Some people don't do Christianity. So you feel that it's okay to force Christianity on the people that don't want it? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because based on one of the comments here in the chat, everybody's not with that. Everybody's not trying to deal with Christianity in that kind of magnitude. So, you know, again, depending on who you ask. Depending on who you ask. Don't get it confused because of the nice sounding title. That's what Charlie was saying. I get it. I get it. And from the fact, like Rex said, bringing Christianity to the youth, that's great. That's for the ones that's okay with that. Again, they were in Utah. I'm not sure how the other people in Utah felt about that, but I know everybody didn't probably have that take, so I understand. I'm from a small town, Canada, way up north. You're in Canada. That's interesting. That's interesting. You're Canadian. That's interesting. You're Canadian with American takes nonetheless. Where do you? I'm not going to say it because a lot of people, I wouldn't speak about Canada in a way that I don't understand anything that's going on. So it's all good. You can do what you want. You're from Canada. That's great. Just because somebody's talking to you about Christianity doesn't mean they're trying to force you to convert. Some people feel that way. I can't speak for everybody. Honestly, I've heard some people say that when they do talk to people that try to talk about Christianity, they just feel a little, they feel a little bit of that. That's all I can say about that. From the people that I spoke to, this is what makes them not like it. They just feel a little bit of friction that goes towards that. It's boring here. America's our favorite show. I get it. I get it. Christ promotes love. What would we look like if we practice it? I mean, it would look great. It honestly would look great, but unfortunately, it's not the only religion that people feel the way about Christ, Christianity. There's a bunch of other religions where people could argue for their religion in the same way. And then here again, we have disagreements on that, but I get it. You're Canadian. That's interesting. It's interesting. He said it's boring here. He said it's boring here, and America is like their #1 TV show. That's great. It's reality TV at its finest, boys. Charlie simply told people what worked for him. That's his right. That's absolutely his right. My issue with religion is simple yet firm. Nobody knows if it's real, so pretending is dishonest versus admitting you wish it's true, but to go around projecting it onto others to validate yourself is wrong. See, this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I was trying to tell. But a person that spoke up about it, they're not necessarily trying to force religion onto you, but some people feel that it's a little bit forced. Some people feel that there's a little tension there. If some people say they're not interested and they may push the envelope a little bit, they just might feel they might feel like it's a little bit forced. I'm not gonna lie. And then again, for his reason, some people don't believe. We have a lot of people that just don't believe it. So that's another just barrier in a way of all of it. I think Jesus will save your life. If they tell you, then they must give a F about you. We don't have black and white racial issues and the same as there. It's very interesting how divisive and intertwined it is with every story that breaks. I mean, I've heard some people in Canada say it's a little bit. I've heard some things. I can't quote everybody on that, but some people have some differences. Some people have some differences up there as well. I'm not gonna lie. So do you have your own opinion, or are you just a speaker box for others' opinions and then you say something? Sorry, just trying to figure this channel. Hey, look, we usually normally don't even talk about this here. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. We never really talk about this, but my timeline has been on fire. And I just wanted to just set this space up to let people jump in, say what they need to say how they felt about it. If they come across the channel and they see the conversation that's going on, they want to jump in and say something, they can jump in and say something. And this is where we have right now with the conversation. I know Jesus is real and died for my sins. We got an East Indian problem in Canada. That's interesting. We have an East Indian problem in Canada. Now, Toast, I guess Toast, you can speak to that. Somebody just spoke up on that. We've got an East Indian problem in Canada. There you go, Toast. There you go. Be wise. What's good? Evil does not discriminate by color. That's a fact. Yet we do, but it's not at the level it is there. Okay. So there's an East Indian problem. So I got to look at that. I'm not understanding that. If we ever get back to that conversation, Toast, I'll let you know if I did some research on that. But like that, again, that's interesting. An East Indian problem in Canada. Now, I wouldn't want to tell you to go more into that because I don't want nobody to get pissed off. Jagged, I do not want nobody to get pissed off if we start talking about the East Indian problem. Like, if you can be a little bit more specific to that, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yeah, we have a temporary foreign worker problem. The government subsidies corporations to import workers and pay their wages. Bro, I'm born in Brampton. I could talk about it. Let's go. Ask Toast. Toast. All right. I see Toast that said there's a problem about foreign workers. The government subsidizes corporations to import workers and pay their wages. And I guess that's something that's good. All right, Enos, good looking out. Good looking out. Enos, not bad, Enos. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Enos, look, we can have different opinions. Jesus loves you. Nice. Take it easy, Enos. Have a good one. I'm a white guy from Brampton, bro. I am almost Indian. LOL, if you know, you get my hoax. But hey, we're all here, chilling. I get it, guys. All right, guys. We're about to tone this day down. It's been nice. I like the dialogue. I love the new chatters that came through. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all giving y'all feedback. I appreciate y'all giving y'all voice on religion, race. We even got some knowledge on Canada tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the people from Canada. We got some knowledge on Canada and the small issue that's going on. Again, I'm gonna say small because I don't know too much on the issue. It might get bigger as the days go on based on how shit is moving, but we'll find out. But shout out to Canada for coming through and dropping some knowledge on us. We're going to get to another discussion. We're going to get to what we normally get to now. We get to wave-related activity. Again, we're going to get to wave-related activity. We got to run a giveaway. We got to get that going. We got to talk about everything that involves waving, NBL, and we're going to talk about it. You trying to teach Christianity, but you don't follow the 10 Commandments? That's for the religious people to answer to. I ain't going to lie. That's for the religious people to answer to. And I'm not Christian. I don't study Christianity. That's for the Christians, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that in a whole nother issue. We got to get down to some wavy activity. Kato opened a non-wavy gates. Who are these people? Hey, look, we're just talking. We're just talking. I'm glad I got a chance to hear from some white people, Indian people, black people, talked religion. We talked backlash on both sides. I think that was a good conversation. A few of them came in a little bit too hot, but it's okay. It's okay. Nobody got removed from the channel. Nobody got banned. It's okay. Good, regular online banter. That's what I love. That's all we got going. So we're going to get this off the ground. We're going to get the giveaway. The giveaway that's going down, of course. And this is for the waivers. For the waivers only. Now we still locked in on Kit, but for the waivers only. Shout out to Chervin with the sub. In earliest Christianity, they used to have debates about the nature of revelation. The book of Revelations isn't in accordance to how pre-Baptist Christian bought. They bought it wrong to think God will punish the unenlightened purely because of not having a proper revelations yet, but I digress. Okay. So see, for the people that know Christianity, they can jump in. This is the last thing I'll say about it. You know how God is real because you've seen evil, so you know it's real. The people that recoil when they hear Christ's name, that is one thing that they. Soul can't stand. That's how you know Jesus is real. Okay. Shout out to Nadia. Shout out to Nadia for understanding in her belief why she feel Jesus is real. You heard it here first. Evil's real. You seen evil. You know that's real, right? What that comes is that whole yin and yang respect. The other side's got to be real, right? I get it. Shout out to Nadia. Thanks for coming through, Nadia. All right, guys. We talking wavy activity, and we're going to talk playoffs in the NBL, and then we're going to roll up out of here. I love the conversation that we had tonight. Cato Worldwide. We Cato Worldwide tonight. I ain't going to lie. We're not going to do this all the time. But I'm glad I actually took the time to take in conversations from a bunch of different forms of life. I'm glad I did that because I actually got what I was looking for. Now we're talking about the giveaway, soapjunkie.shop. For the ones that want to lock in for this giveaway, y'all know what y'all got to do. In the comments, exclamation SMW. We're going to start running the tallies right here, right now. Let me double check. Make sure I got everything. I don't want to miss nobody. We're going to do the raffles right here. Exclamation SMW. We already got Lola. She's locked in. We got Lola that's locked in. And they're in. We're locked in. We chatting about Leonard and his endorsement money reroutes. Thanks, Sugar. Tell me, what's up with Larry Bird. You got me. I don't know what's happening right now in these chats. We're on the wavy conversation right now. I don't mean to interject in that way, but I appreciate y'all for coming through. Really, honestly, wholeheartedly, I appreciate y'all for coming through and giving your feedback. And shout out to Jagged too. Shout out to my peoples in Canada. We had some Canadian people come through and they dropped some knowledge. Let's go. We locked in. We got Michael. We got Milk Boy. We got Fred is Wavy. They're locked in. Now, if we only get 3, that's what we could do. Wolfpack, chime in. Please, bail me the hell out of here. Lamenzo, let's go. We're a little bit over time. Let me get this knocked out so we can get this done and we can roll up out of here. I love it. Again, positive feedback, talking religion, talking race. I liked it. It didn't get crazy. It didn't get violent. This is what I'm talking about. It can actually be done. All right, we got Lamenzo, we got Mike Lewis, we got Milk Boy, we got K-Dub, we got Fred is Wavy. Again, for the waivers that's still locked in, exclamation SMW, and we're gonna lock them in. No, I was talking about the NBL. It's something that we have as waivers as a separate league. I'm sorry about that. It's the NBL. It's the National Brush League. It's wave related activity, not basketball. Wave related activity, not basketball. My bad, Nadia. Have you seen his mixtape? Did you ever watch him play? He's my favorite of all time. Well, Larry is cold. For the ones that know basketball, Larry is cold. Larry is cold. Coach Lou, my bad. We talking waving now. We're not talking basketball. 95% of people are non-waivers in here. All right, guys. All right. We can wrap it up. We had fun. We had our fun. Let's wrap it up. Let's let our waivers get locked in. We had fun. All right, guys. We had fun. Maybe we can do this next week, but I don't want my waivers to get mad at me. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I don't want y'all to get mad at me. Trell, will you roll the dice so we all can get out of here? Roll the dice so we all can get out of here. Shout out to Larry Legend, though. That's what I'm saying. Larry Cole. That's all I'm going to say. Larry Cole. And again, we're back onto wavy activity. If you're not a waiver, the next conversation and the next dialogue will not be catered to your group. We're talking to the waivers now. Then we're going to roll up out of here. Shout out to y'all for coming through, though. I really appreciate y'all coming through and just having conversation. It's all good. 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 All right, we got 5 people in. Who we got? We got 4. We got 5 people. Lamenzo, Rhetoric, Mike Lou, K-Dub, Freddie, Trell, roll the dice. Hey, Trell, roll the dice, bruh. Roll the dice one time so we all can get out of here. Roll the dice one time. Nice, nice, nice. Roll the dice one time so we all can get out of here. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make sure we roll the dice, get the giveaway going. And we're going to get this thing off the road. Again, this is for Soap Junkie. Nadia, Kato, yeah, hey, let's stop. All right, there. All right, let's get rid of it. The chat cutting up. The chat is cutting up. Let's roll the dice. The chat cutting up. The chat is cutting up. Who's going to be next on the list? Who's going to be next? We got K-Dub, the one cutting up. God. K-Dub, GG's. K-Dub. Mr. Cut Up himself. Cutting up and still hits the lick with the dice. All right, GG's. GG's. Jesus Christ. GG's. 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 You're on fire right now. Dub, you're on fire right now. That's what I'm saying. We're going to get that done. We're going to get up out of here. GG's. We got K-Dub. We got Lola on the list already. Who is these people? Kato let the floodgates on. And look, I appreciate it. I appreciate the people that came through to talk. You know, so again, some people, different opinions. I love it. We had some white people in here. We had some Latinos in here. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Of course, we got black people in here giving their feedback and everything else in between, and I love that as well. But this is why I did tonight's live, just to do that. I wanted to see what we get. I wanted to see what we get based on the dialogue, and we got some good things out of it. We got some knowledge. I feel y'all learned something, especially if you're not familiar with Canada. You definitely learned something today. If you're not familiar with Christianity, I think you learned something today. And again, that's not trying to push none of that on nobody, but based on the feedback that I've seen, I think you learned something today. Even a few people that came from Charles Kirk's side of the discussion, they was able to provide something useful with all the crazy bullshit that's going on. But we getting ready to get the fuck out of here. Shout out to everybody that came through. My peoples, my new chatters. I see y'all. You do not have to subscribe because guess what? We're not going to be talking about this every week. Tomorrow at 10, we're talking game night. We got 3 games locked in. We're talking game night. Just to bring y'all up to speed to where we at with it, we're talking game night. This is what's on the menu tomorrow night at 10. We got Supreme versus Wave Immortal. We got WTBD versus the Wolfpack. Big game. And of course, we have the undefeated affiliates going up against the Wave Cartel. Can the Wave Cartel be the only team left standing in the way of the affiliates' perfect season? Why they sit at 11-0? We're going to definitely find that out tomorrow. We're definitely going to find that out tomorrow, and we're going to see what's going down. Y'all go hit the like button on the way out. Why not? Don't sleep on Malcolm X. Preach the same thing Charles Kirk did. Now be wise. Be wise. Be wise. Don't do that. Be wise. Do not do that. Because either way, the results, the way it ended, no mas. The way it ended for both still might technically be a no mas. But I get what you're saying. If we can get past that other part where everything has to end in that fashion, then maybe we might actually be getting somewhere. But until things don't stop ending in that fashion, quote unquote, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with that. We got to get past that other part first. Once we get past that other part, hey, everything's fair game. Shout out to everybody that came through. I'll see y'all tomorrow for game night. Y'all keep that brush moving.
Y'all niggas is hell. Y'all gotta relax, bro.
Kato, you are the scum between the toe right now, bro.
Shit.
Shit. Little nigga, where I come from, niggas gon' bust some. Hell nah, I don't trust nothing, don't know nothing. Niggas saying they your partner, same ones who will rob you. Take food from your baby, and fuck on your baby mama. Yeah, that hood shit be brazy, ain't nothing new. Playing the dirty game, no more, so no fucking rules. I'm from the struggle too, 2 kids and a single mother. Struggle through hell, it was just me and my baby brother. I hit the pen, I got out and now he got an L. Stacking the pill money, trying to get him out that cell. This shit be hell, I wonder is heaven really real? Memories of Timmy got me really out here clutching steel. Most of these niggas just rapping, I'm spin what's really real. Most of them be capping, I'm about that action deep in the field. All on the tats and grills, that shit don't make you trill. I keep a full clip off the rip, John Wayne out the hill for gotta keep it off for safety, cause these niggas play for keeps. Seem like a nigga in my city, damn near dying every week. And it's still free the guys in the penitentiary. Let the judge give me life before a nigga ended me. And you gotta keep your pistol for that reaper, come and get you 50 rounds in this pole. Keep me ready for the issues. Since I'm really from the gutter, watch me paint a perfect picture. On my side, I turn a nigga to a victim, nigga.